Let's speak live now to a travel expert extraordinaire, Julia Bue-Said, who's the CEO of the Advantage Travel Partnership. Hello, Julia.
Hello, Jim. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Well, we're both in the UK, obviously not in the same room because we're speaking down the line, but it does appear that the holiday uptake, they're expecting to be back and back big this weekend.
Yeah, back big in comparison to what we have experienced over the last few months. So obviously we'll context that in terms of the reality of life as it is at the minute. So yeah, much busier than it has been. Obviously, school holidays have broken up. What is really interesting, what we are seeing is actually very late bookings, even though obviously school holidays, we've all known when they're going to start. People are booking and taking advantage of booking very last minute, which is great.
And do we know which of the popular destinations? Is it the traditional classic ones?
It tends to be, and what we're finding really is where the restrictions are less prohibitive, so where potentially you don't necessarily have to have a PCR test on arrival, particularly those who are fully vaccinated. That tends to be the destinations that are performing well. But I have to say we're selling a lot of UK holidays, so UK is still our second top performing destination, which is extraordinary. But the Canary Islands, Spain, Balearic Islands, Greece, mainland Spain, all performing particularly well. And
in terms of the UK, where are people heading? Is it Cornwall?
It's the coastal areas, yeah. Unfortunately, the kind of staycations, as we've adopted that name, what we're not seeing people travelling to our cities which desperately need some tourism. So unfortunately, we have no inbound travel as well. So travellers are not coming into the UK, so they're not spending their money here. So a lot of our tourist destinations, tourist cities that rely on that are suffering at the moment also.
We're talking about the pandemic and how it's affecting loads of sectors. Is it impacting, as far as you know, on people that are getting us to our destination on going abroad?
I think inevitably it will do. They're not exempt. So I think the airlines and all everyone that plays their part in the whole ecosystem are feeling the pain as everybody else is. And also from a confidence point of view for travellers, it's going to be something else which really impacts people and how they feel, just in case they are pinged, will it affect their holidays?
I'm just wondering about, how prepared are all the major airports for this return? I see that in Manchester, they're expecting 958 flights going, East Midlands, 224, Stansted, 1,330. It's been quite a long time since our airports have welcomed passengers back in.
Yeah, it's been an awful long time. I was actually at Manchester Airport on Monday morning, and even, relative, even when you talk about those numbers, they sound quite, decent numbers, but they're not. Most airlines are still trading anywhere between 70 and 80% down. The travel trade is around 90% down. So whilst we're seeing definitely an increase this weekend, naturally, because of the summer holidays, it's nowhere near where it needs to be. So the airports are ready. They've been ready for some time. And really can't wait to welcome guests travelling through the airports. And
are they making sure and helping people with all the changes you need to now know about your passenger locator form? Have you got your insurance?
Absolutely.
Have you got all of that testing, negative tests and stuff?
Yeah, what I did see at Manchester for customers that were travelling in, that were checking in before they actually got to the desk, if you remember those days, the queue behind the desk, there were lots of staff checking the paperwork, making sure that they had all the documentation they needed. So it just helped to move things on before they got to the actual bag drop or check-in area.
Thank you so much for joining us live on this Saturday afternoon as people jet off to the sunshine, to Greece, to the Balearics, to Croatia, to Portugal. We're not jealous at all, are we? Julia Bue-Said, CEO of the Advantage Travel Partnership, thank you so much for your time.